I was 20 years old when I started talking to this guy, now my boyfriend. It was November 2018. We had been friends for a while, and we had gone to the same school since middle school, but never really talked during those years. Fast forward to my college years, he started messaging me and wanting to hang out. I made it clear I just wanted to be friends because I was so busy with school and work. I didn't want to be in a relationship and not have the time that a relationship requires. I also didn't want to waste his time knowing this. Fast forward to December, we start talking more and we actually do end up dating. I had some guys interested on me, but dropped everything when we started talking. As we should. We talked, but he never really asked me to be his girlfriend. We would see each other once a month or twice if we were lucky. We lived in the same small city. I thought it was a bit weird, but I hadn't dated anyone in a while after a messy breakup from a 4-year relationship with someone else. So I thought we both worked and both were busy since he was in school at the time too. He claimed that he was almost always with his best friend. I had a feeling something was wrong, but never really said anything. He asked me out sometime in May after his mom's birthday and I said yes, but it was a bit weird because in June 2019, he came along and asked me out again. I was confused, but thought maybe it wasn't clear the first time. I said yes again, and that was that. Around the time we started seeing each other a little more often, and then almost every single day. I was a virgin, so we didn't really have sex until September 2019. We talked about it before we even dated, and he said he wouldn't rush anything and would wait for me to be ready. I understood if he didn't want to wait. I just didn't want to waste his time or mine. In 2021, we had our first kid together. He already had a son he had in 2015. He was very excited and was there through the whole pregnancy. We moved in together in October 2021, so we'd be together when the baby arrived. He's been a great dad and has always helped to change diapers, wake up with the kids, sometimes even cooks for me, has always gotten me flowers without it being a special occasion, helps around the house, and so far the best partner. However, something happened that made me lose trust in him. In 2022, late July or August, my son got sick. I stayed up during the night because he kept having a high fever. I got curious and got on my boyfriend's phone. I had never checked his phone in the years we were together. I go through it and find out that he cheated on me with multiple women, even his ex, while we were talking. He even cheated on me with a 40-some-year-old, close age to his mom's age. I saw a side of him I never would have thought of. He had videos. I found dates of him cheating since he would text his friends about it. He even had sex outside of his boss' apartment with someone he claims to not remember. It was about 6 girls, maybe even more. He kept having sex with his ex and even had to buy her a Plan B pill, found on his Cash App. His baby mama kept sending him money for food while he was at work, never told me what that was about. So I left that morning to take my son to the doctor without even letting him know I was leaving. He cried and I couldn't forgive him. But I did. After going back and forth, I made myself think this happened before he officially asked me out, which didn't really matter. He still cheated, but other than that, before he asked me out in June, I couldn't find anything else. I now have trust issues, and I'll admit that our relationship is not what it used to be. Lately, he hasn't been charging his phone. For example, last night he put it in the nightstand, and I was breastfeeding my daughter in the other side of the bed. I then moved to that side of the bed since I had put my baby down in the bassinet, which is close to the nightstand. His phone was still there, but eventually he grabbed it and moved it to his side. So he hasn't been charging his phone at night anymore. I think he's hiding something, but when I have checked the phone, I haven't found anything. I'm not sure if I should bring this up because I don't want to sound crazy. He is almost always at home with us, so I want to believe that only happened that year and it will not happen again. But at the same time, I've also thought of leaving because it's not healthy to have trust issues. One time I cried it out to him, telling him I was tired of it, that I didn't trust him anymore, and that I didn't know if we should continue the relationship because of that. I know deep down nothing will ever be the same, and I will always be thinking of stuff.